What's up guys, Chris Godber from Q37, and I finally got new wheels. So I've kind of had a love-hate relationship with these factory wheels from the get-go for the past 2 years. I've been wanting to upgrade them, but I kind of wanted to get use out of the tires that were already on it first, and so I prolonged that, and now I had to get new tires. It was definitely time, even though I did alignments and things like that to get as much use out of them as you can, since you can't rotate the staggered fitment, but I ran these as far as they could go. Needless to say, it was time to upgrade, and in doing so, I did a lot of wheel shopping. I had a lot of time to figure out what I liked. It's kind of a pattern that seems to look good on just about anything. BMW, Mercedes, Porsche have done it a lot, and of course in the import scene. And I am talking about this little mesh pattern, I guess, if you will. I'm not really sure the technical term, but it looks really good, and I got these MRR GF7s. Now, I got them from wheelfire.com. Highly recommend them. They were great to work with. I gave them the specs of my car, and they guaranteed the fitment. I don't know the offset on these, but they are 9.5 up front and 10.5 in the back, and they are 20s. Now, why did I go with 20s? Now, weight is an issue with 20s. They say, you know, if you're going to go performance, go 19s. If you're going for looks, go 20s. Really, I say if you're doing performance and tracking, you may even want to go to 18s. If looks aren't a thing, you're worried about weight, you know, savings and things like that. But I'm not tracking the car. It's a street car. It's my daily driver. Some spirited driving here and there, but otherwise, I just wanted them to look good. And the 19s were good. I thought 20s is what they're kind of putting on the newer ones, so I decided to go the 20-inch route, and I'm glad I did. No regrets there. Can I feel a little bit of the weight? Yeah, I can feel it, but it's not a big deal. I am going to compensate for that with some horsepower upgrades in the future. But anyway, as far as looks go, I'm very happy with these. These got the machine finish on the front. They're silver, but the machine gives it a little bit more of a shine to it. I'm not a chrome guy. I used to be back in the day, but I've outgrown that. I think this is a nice sporty and luxurious look to it. Definitely upgrades the look of the car in a big way. Wheels make a huge difference in the appearance of the car, good or bad. But I really like these. I'm happy with it. And it is lowered, if those of you are asking. I lowered it a while back, about 1.5 years ago, but it's just springs. I went with Swift Sport springs. I wanted something that was going to get rid of that annoying wheel gap in the front. You know, I could put my whole fist above the front tire with the factory springs on it. Though the back seemed fine with the sport suspension. The back looked good. The front looked awkward, like it was popping a wheelie a little bit, if you will. Just a horrible amount of wheel gap, and I didn't like it. I wanted to get the front more even with the back, and I didn't want to do crazy suspension stuff. Again, it's just a street car, and I'm on a budget. I'm a musician after all. I wanted to just lower the front a little bit, but I wanted to keep the stock suspensions something that would work with those struts, and there's a few of them that do that, but Swift also seem to do that, and they fit the bill. So I got those. I put the Swift springs on, and it lowered it just the right amount, and it was pretty even with the back. It's slightly lower than the back, but I'd rather it be lower in the front than in the back. And I didn't put the springs on the back. I know some of you are like, what? Because then it was going to lower even more, and then I figured it was going to have that same pop and a wheelie look that it had before, you know, where it's slightly tucked in the back and then it's not in the front. It wasn't even. I didn't really like the way that looked. Maybe some other brands are a little bit more even with that, but in my experience, this just lowering the front gave it the look that I was going after. Honestly, if the front was the same level as the back to begin with, I never would have done it. I think a lot of people probably wouldn't, but it wasn't, you know, so I fixed that with just lowering the front, and so I've got a brand new set of Swift's rear springs if anybody wants them. I don't plan on using them, but anyway, I'm happy with the way it looks. It got rid of that annoying gap, and it looks to me like it should have from the factory. And really, with these tires, if I next time I replace them, may go a little bit beefier tire in the back to kind of eat up any remaining gap there. But all in all, I'm really happy with the way these look. Happy with wheelfire.com. They did a great job with my fitment and everything, and they look good. They ride good. Also, these Nitto tires, these G2s. The 555s, they ride really well. They're quiet. That was another thing I wanted. I had the Toyo Proxys before. They were actually a bit loud, and so just for street driving and all the highway commuting and things that I do, I wanted a quieter tire, and these definitely are, and they grip well. They do well in the rain. I don't have to worry about snow here in Florida, but so far they're a great summer tire, which is all that we have here in Florida. So they've done really well with that. I'd get these again. Hopefully they hold up well as far as the longevity, but again, all you can do is keep your alignment, not rotating these since they're staggered, but time will tell. But I'm very happy with the purchase, all that to say. And as I mentioned a minute ago about compensating for some of that extra weight, so be sure to click like and subscribe. Got some more videos coming up, including an exhaust build. We're going to finish what I started. I only put some Monzo axle back mufflers to fix that lack of exhaust sound that we had. And you saw what I did about the drone. I'm going to be doing a full high flow cats from Z1 and 2.5-inch piping all the way back to increase the flow. Then we're going to do a tune and unlock some of that potential horsepower there, and hopefully make up for anything I lost with the added weight of the wheels. But again, you know, just like I was fixing the mundane, boring exhaust note with the Monzo muffler, I was fixing some cosmetic looks with the wheels, so that's what I'm doing. Show more so than go, but we're going to get a little bit more go with the custom exhaust and the tune coming up. Also, a permanent fix for the cracked dash. So we've got a solution for that coming up very soon, so stay tuned for that. I'll see you guys next time.